Welcome to the IQ-Series Reverb version 2. With this new version, we took a great sounding reverb and improved it, using your feedback as well as ideas from our engineers. Here's a quick overview over the most important new features. New sophisticated browser with more than 1,500 world-class impulse responses. Additional packs equip you with even more IRs. We now combine 4 convolution engines with the addition of 2 algorithmic reverbs. More on that later. New high-end effects such as saturator, compressor and ducker are built right into the Reverb plugin. And lastly, version 2 can be used in surround. We made quite an enhancement to the pristine convolution engine that powered version 1, as we have improved loading and rendering times, giving you even snappier access to the most important parameters that you already know from version 1. You can still adjust size and time of your impulse response, as well as set a pre-delay. You always have full control over the sound of the reverb tail, because the reverberation time can be set individually for different frequency ranges. And with the positioner, you can place your audio in the room. The new, refined and tag-based browser allows you to quickly locate impulse responses suitable for your needs. You can filter the over 1,500 impulse responses by category, such as ambience, hall or gated. Another option is to choose if you want to see impulse responses that were either recorded in real acoustic environments or synthesized, or you can choose impulse responses which are hybrids that combine both methods. Additionally, it's possible to choose which instruments or use cases you're looking for. This includes a category for experimental reverbs or reverbs especially suitable for post-production. And lastly, you can search based on important characteristics such as decay time, the number of channels, or the brightness, which is calculated by analyzing the IR sample. These characteristics are also usable for sorting, which allows you to quickly find impulse responses similar to one that you already like. For this guitar, I'm of course going to take a look at the impulse responses suitable for guitar. I'm not very determined what type of reverb I'm looking for, probably something roomy, but I know that I want something with a short decay time, somewhere roughly around 1 second. Oh, there are a couple of IRs found. Now let's sort them by brightness. Let's have a look. Should we choose a dark one? Or maybe something lighter. The convolution engine also features the new IR envelope, which allows you to change the amplitude by simply drawing a line. On this snare drum, for example, we could now choose to make some rhythmical changes by drawing in shapes. The plugin now features 4 engines, which allows you to combine several impulse responses, each with their own set of parameters and effects. This allows for some very creative applications, as you can use similar sounding impulse responses together to create a blend, or contrasting reverbs to make some interesting effects. Continuing with the snare drum, we're using a short room to thicken the snare, while using a longer response for the tail. Let's listen to the long reverb first. Then we'll proceed with the short room. And finally, let's listen to both together. There are also two engines of our algorithmic reverb. AlgoVerb gives you access to sounds that are usually not possible with a convolution reverb. For example, the decay parameter can be automated for some amazing build-up effects. The 6 tabs can be blended with the integrated mixer and enhanced with additional effects. You could, for example, use the saturator to fatten up your reverb signal, or use the compressor to reduce the dynamics. Let's see how that works. You'll also find the new ducker effect in the master section, which allows you to sidechain your reverb by the original signal. In this case, we have a couple of saxophones that would benefit from a room as long as it doesn't clutter up the sound. The ducker can help us with that. Let's have a listen without the ducker first. And then with the ducker engaged. The 6 engines are also useful when working in surround, as the new surround routing page allows you to choose explicitly which channels you'd like to go into the reverb engine and where you'd like the effect signal to go. In a surround instance of the plugin, 2 tabs can be linked. This allows you to treat an engine that goes to your front speakers the same way as the engine that goes to your rear speakers. That's all we have time for in this video. There is so much more to explore, so download a test version now at HOFA-Plugins.com. If you decide to buy it, you'll get 2 licenses to install on 2 machines. Whether you work in post-production, do sound design or mix music, this is a useful tool that you don't want to miss.